What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Game Week FC. My name's Travis. This is my brother Parker.
What's going on?
We're gonna recap Game Week 3 for you guys and give you a total breakdown of what happened. Right? Let's get straight to it. Beginning with what was the first game, Parker?
Chelsea Fulham.
Love it. All right, Chelsea Fulham. This game was quite controversial. Chelsea, you got to say, got lucky.
Yeah, that was not a foul. It was not a foul. Fulham should have scored. Josh King, I love that kid. I think he's going to have a great career and a great season at Fulham this year. Fulham got robbed. Are we going over bets here on this screen, or are we going to wait?
No, we'll save it for the end.
All right. Yeah, I think other than that incident, I think Chelsea were deserved winners, but it could have changed the whole landscape of the game had that goal counted.
Yeah, we can talk. We can kind of sum our bets up here as well. What did you have for this game?
So I doubled down on Liam Delap, and he went off injured. That is kind of going to be a trend this week.
Tough. Which just before we start listing all the bets or his predictions that lost, just know that Parker had an atrocious weekend. This weekend, we'll talk about it at the end, but
Okay.
we'll save it for the end. But you guys will see what I mean as we go on. Next game, we had Wolves-Everton. I got this game right. I said both teams to score. High-scoring game. So,
I mean, aside from Liverpool-Arsenal, this was the game of the week, actually. This was the most entertaining, sort of back and forth, end-to-end action. Grealish looks good. Dewsbury Hall looks good. Go ahead.
I disagree with that. You got to Man United-Burnley was definitely the craziest game of the weekend.
Okay, fair.
But, yeah, this one's probably third place, I'd say, out of those.
I won't
But,
argue.
yeah, Everton, guys, Everton's kind of known for not scoring goals, but ever since Jack Grealish has stepped into Everton jersey, they have kind of started to find the back of the net frequently. So,
On that real quick, I saw Everton fan posted on social media saying if he won $50 million from the lottery, he said he'd give it straight to Manchester City to complete the Grealish deal.
that is freaking awesome. I enjoyed this game. I think before the game I took Grealish to get an assist at plus 550, and which is outrageous price, but he got it, so that was hype. But then I went on to lose money on Tottenham, so that was great. Which Tottenham, I mean, what happened? They looked so bad against Bournemouth. Like, I think they got outshot by, I think Bournemouth had like close to 20 shots and Tottenham only had like 3, maybe.
Yeah, so you were right about Bournemouth being kind of a boogeyman for Tottenham.
Yeah.
And my pick in this one was Tottenham money line, so I actually ended up doubling down at halftime, just adding to the woes that I took this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, in my round robin, I forgot what it was. No, I had Semenyo shot on target, and he got that.
Yeah.
I had that feeling that Bournemouth was going to be a boogie team for Tottenham. I got it right. However, after Bournemouth scored the first goal, I put some on Tottenham to come back and tie it up. So that's on me. But
Stuck with your gut. You had Bournemouth double chance at one point, didn't you?
I know.
That was
I
your pick
just
of the week.
I love Tottenham and I want them to do well, so that's why I got emotional. I should have just looked at the statistics.
That's fair. It happens to the best of
Um,
us.
yeah. Moving on to a huge win for Man United. Not the best of looks, barely getting by Burnley, but I mean, a win's a win.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's exactly what Amorim needed. I think I just butchered his name, and that just threw me off.
Amarim,
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
they they made a whole mess of it, but they got 3 points. That's the result that matters. They go into this international break with at least, well, now they have 4 points, so I think they're top half of the table now. Um, but yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, wild game. Lots of questions about United's defense and attack. Honestly, I don't know why Sheshko didn't start this game. Everything going on with him seems kind of odd that he's not playing. So a lot of question marks for me.
Yeah. I mean, who needs the EFL Cup anyways? I know they crashed out of it, but honestly, it could be a good thing for them. Now they can focus on the Premier League, which is kind of the only thing that matters for them. I mean, they still have the FA Cup. I'd say, EFL Cup is probably the bottom of their
It's
priorities.
also probably the competition that they had the most likelihood of winning.
What, the EFL Cup?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, but I mean,
less
if it was me,
less rounds, you can get through it pretty you know quickly. I just
yeah, I mean, if it was me, I think I would. If I was Man United, I'd rather come top six in the league than win the EFL Cup. Personally,
would you not want the EFL Cup and like an eighth place finish
no,
as United?
no.
You wouldn't want a trophy.
I mean, I would,
I mean,
but I just think.
that's why you play every season for trophies.
I mean, if they come eighth place, get knocked out of every single cup, I'd say that's a bad season
Yeah,
for United.
terrible. But if they have the trophy to go with it, it's like okay, it's an okay season. We got a trophy. There's something to build off of, you know.
Sure, sure, but
But
their goal was to qualify for Europe.
yeah,
Okay,
do they even really? Does that team need extra games right now? I don't think so.
no, they're already getting injured, so R.I.P. Cunha. But moving on to Sunderland Brentford, I took Tino bet Brentford. Okay, so I lost. However, Brentford, I believe they had a couple goals disallowed, so this really could have gone either way. I think Sunderland just were just really pushing at the end. Um, I doubt anybody watched this game, but actually no, this game was on USA. I'm pretty sure. I want to say this was like
It
the
was.
game on TV.
It was. It was. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I guess yeah, this was a good game as well. So, but I'm sure not many people cared for it.
I had a draw in this game, and everything seemed to be going well until Brentford threw it away at the end.
Yeah.
Um, good ball, good header. Big 3 points for the Black Cats.
Yeah. I, we've seen so far that these promoted teams are really performing when they're at home.
I was just about to say the Stadium of Light is quickly becoming a fortress for Sunderland. So,
Yes. And Leeds United as well. Look at that. I mean,
well,
pretty
yeah,
tight.
you're right. And both of those stadiums in particular, Ellen Road and the Stadium of Light, are kind of iconic English stadiums. So it's no surprise at all that the fans are turning up and backing them, and they're picking up results.
Yeah. Um, yeah, Leeds United, Newcastle, not much to talk about there. Newcastle, I knew that they needed help scoring goals. I took the under on this game. I think you took a draw, right?
I did. I took a lot of draws this week. I got this one right.
I mean, you have to get at least one right. And yeah, that was
Really, the most exciting thing from this game was Voltamade getting introduced. That's about it.
yeah.
That's all I got.
I mean, yeah, Newcastle needs some help. I think they will improve with the players that they're bringing in.
Help is on the way / arrived. They got Wisa in the door.
Yes,
It's transfer deadline day. Well, I know we're going to go over it, but just wanted to throw it in there. Has arrived.
help is on the way, Newcastle fans. Next up, we got Brighton, Man City. We got this one right.
Yep.
We both got this one.
Yep. We were both high.
I mean,
Brighton.
yeah. I mean, Man City came out. They got the first goal, Erling Haaland, which I called.
That was your bet. Yeah.
Called Erling Haaland to score, which he did that, and Brighton double chance was great.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Good stuff. Great game.
yeah, Man City still, I mean, they're still not the same team that they were like 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. They just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I feel like they just need more runners on their team. I feel like I don't know.
I think if Pep could have like 3 Tiani Reinders, he would.
Oh, for sure. You could put Reinders in almost every single position and you'd be a good team.
Yeah. They could do
But they don't.
Him.
They're still trying to find that chemistry again as a team. So I mean, City fans, you guys can let us know what you think in the comments, but I still think City it's possible they finish outside the top 4 this year. Very possible.
They'll figure it out late. Back into the season, they usually put a run together. They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
Okay. Moving on to, I mean, this was another shocker. These Sunday games were very surprising.
This one was probably the shock of the weekend for me.
For sure. I mean, Forest, West Ham, I mean, I watched this game from the beginning to start. Oh, wait, no, from beginning to end. Wow, guys, I'm good at grammar. I was like, I had to think about that for a second. That didn't sound right.
A second, too. I was like,
sorry, I was just thinking about the game. Yeah, I watched this game. I watched the entire game. There was just like a negativity about Forest. Like, in the first half, it took their fans little time to turn on the team. I feel like there was just a lot of kind of doubt and a lot of like unhappiness with how the team was playing, which is fair. They didn't have a shot on target in the first half, I believe. So, but yeah, West Ham, they had more to prove, I feel like, for this game. They just, there were a lot of doubters about them going into this game. I thought that Forest were going to run through them, but they just kept going, and eventually they just cranked out 3 goals in the last, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I will say that I probably in, the 70th minute, I bet on West Ham to win and a Jared Bowen goal.
Nice.
Which
good luck.
I'm somewhat proud about.
Good looks.
I just noticed how the game was being played, and West Ham looked like, they were going to they could have gotten more, and they did. So,
yeah. Real quick on Forest, do you think that the atmosphere turning sour has anything to do with Malinakis kind of turning his back on Nuno at all? Did you hear about all that?
Yes, I've heard about that. Yeah, I definitely think. I mean, it starts from the top to bottom, and I think his I mean, obviously, Forest, like after last season, they want to continue that success, and they don't want to drop off. But I feel like they're so afraid of dropping off that they probably will. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, I think the owner being displeased, I think the owner having so high expectation for this team, I think, yes, that has something to do with it. I think it trickles down into the staff, the fans a little bit. I think Nuno's a good coach. I mean, Forrest just went and signed like a bazillion players in the transfer window. So that could be affecting squad chemistry.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah.
I don't know, I kind of found it weird, the tension between owner and coach in that sort of scenario. And they were unbeaten going into this game.
Yeah.
And they're playing European football this year. So it seems like everything is going well, sunshines and rainbows, but I guess behind closed doors, things are not all rosy. So
Yeah.
something to keep an eye on.
What we could see this season is Forest being very good away from home, and we could see them struggling at home. That's very possible. I think with the added pressure from the owner and fans, we could see that happening again this season. But yeah, happy for West Ham, happy for their resilience, and we'll see them in a couple weeks, see if they can continue it. But going on to the big game of the weekend, Liverpool-Arsenal. We both got this one wrong. I had Arsenal to score first. And then you had
Arsenal money line.
Arsenal money line. And honestly, in the first half or the first 30 minutes, Arsenal looked like the better team.
Yeah, and I think Arteta just set up the team way too conservatively. I thought that playing Marino in the middle just kind of killed the game a bit.
For sure.
And with Liverpool's three in the midfield, Gravenberch and McAllister are solid. Birch is not gonna provide as much defensively. So,
Yeah.
like, I feel like Arsenal's midfield was already built to kind of to take care of Liverpool's midfielder, and then have Winieri, or I thought Eze probably should have started. I don't, but that's beside the point. I get it. Debut, you want to give him a few minutes. Probably hasn't trained with the team, but let Winieri in there and let him unlock, little passes down the channel to Gyökeres, get him involved. Like, there's no service to Gyökeres, and so that was really frustrating from an Arsenal perspective. But credit to Liverpool, and really to Szoboszlai. This game kind of felt like it needed something special or a big mistake for any goals to occur. And the Hungarian delivered.
Yeah. I mean, I looked at my initial bet was Arsenal to score. I thought going into this game, I was like, yeah, Arsenal was going to get a result from this game. However, right before the game started, I looked at the lineups and I was like, ugh, yeah, Liverpool look better. Their midfield looks better. And I was like, okay, yeah. So I hedged it and went on Liverpool because I did the Tino bet. I don't know. They just eventually figured it out. I felt like Arteta and Arsenal, they weren't ruthless enough. Like, they should have been playing for the win. They were playing for a draw.
100%.
And it ended up biting them in the butt.
Yeah.
And if Arsenal want to win the league, then they have to be more ruthless. And unfortunately, they're still kind of in that mindset of, just trying to play it safe rather than really going for it. And I think that's why Liverpool were champions last year, and that's why they beat them this weekend. Moving on to Aston Villa hosting Crystal Palace. I mean, Villa are in shambles, right?
They're in free fall. And Unai Emery has got to do something to get this team turned around and back playing with confidence, because they look just, it's an absolute shocker every time they step on the field. But credit
Yeah,
to
I mean,
I think they have some crazy stat against Villa over the last couple of seasons where they haven't lost. So
yeah,
credit the Palace.
yeah. I mean, Aston Villa 0 goals in any game this season. So, I mean, they have to figure out ways to score goals. They still look so bland going forward. Ollie Watkins is not being productive enough. They're missing that creative midfielder in the middle. They look like they can't unlock defenses at the moment. But yeah,
they also have some creativity on the way. So
yeah. I mean, they'll be fine. They should figure it out. Unai Emery is a smart guy, so he'll get the team going at some point. They'll be okay. But
real quick on JP Mateta's goal, his iconic celebration is to run to the corner and kick the corner flag.
yeah, you got a yellow.
Yeah, you got a yellow, which that's the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah,
I thought that was kind of odd.
that is bizarre.
I saw Cole Palmer tweeted, "Game's gone."
Yeah, that's spot on. Yeah, Mateta's a baller, but all right, let's look at our bets. Let's review our bets for the weekend.
Oh gosh.
Here, as we foreshadowed, Parker went a measly 2-8. Meanwhile, I broke even. That means I've passed Parker in the overall records just by 2. So, yeah, pretty rough weekend for Parker. I had okay weekend. But, yeah, I mean, lots of surprises this weekend.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and issue a public apology to anyone who tailed my bets. I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. We will be better. We will rise from the ashes like a phoenix.
Hey, game week 4, Parker's going 10-0.
I wouldn't promise that, but we will be much better than 2-8. That I can promise you.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have to wait another week to
Yes.
to bounce back.
We will sleep on this. We will hit the drawing board, and really start to analyze week 4.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. We'll be all right. But yeah, I don't know. You might have to lay off the player props, Parker. I mean, look at this. First 3 bets.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Strand Larson shouldn't be a loss because he didn't even play. So that one should be. I guess it should be 2, 7, and 1.
Okay. Yeah. Let me change that.
But I mean, yeah, Delap and Cunha both got hurt. Just bad luck, honestly. Bad luck. I think if Cunha had stayed on, he would have picked up a goal against Burnley. They were knocking on the door while he was on the field. So, I'm not going to abandon player props. I never will. But we're just going to have to be a little more strategic, I suppose.
Yeah. We'll bounce back. But guys, that is all we have for you today. We had our review, and then we had our also bets that we looked over as well. So we're going to get more content out for you guys this week. We'll have a little bit on transfers and probably talk about the international break. So make sure you guys stay tuned, like, subscribe this video, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Catch you later.
Adios.